Hey guys, it's JaRyCu coming at you with episode 3 of the Unstoppable Mod Pack. That's right guys, we're in for some more stuff, and let me tell you, I have spent some time on this server. In the time since yesterday's Thanksgiving episode, I spent probably half the day just gathering resources and doing stuff, because there was something I've always wanted to try, and I've not had the opportunity to try it yet. So I put together a big multi-block structure up here on top of the hill. You'll see a lot of waypoints because I get lost and I like to know where I am. So there's a waypoint here, a waypoint there. There's waypoints everywhere. If I look over in that direction, there's 3 or 4 of them. Some of them are where I died, some of them are where I didn't die. Now let's start off. I changed the door on the mine. And this is not just a pretty door, so to speak. You see the tooltip in the top middle of the screen? This is extra utilities to ethereal glass. Now watch. It's glass. See? Right there. Every block, it's glass. Bam! But I can walk through it. And mobs can't. That's right. I can just run through backwards and forwards and left and right and sideways and any way I want to. Like, whoo, look at that. But nothing can come in here with me. Now, there's a couple different kinds of glass like that, and I'll show you a few of them. Let's do utils glass. There is sandy glass. There is dark ineffable glass. Excuse me, which is dark glass. You can see through it, but it creates a dark room. There's the stuff I made, ethereal glass. There's ineffable glass. There's reverse ethereal glass, dark glass, glowing glass, blah blah blah. There's more glass, right? Well, I hope I picked the right one because it's the stuff I had. And you just make it with the moonstone. Moonstones are extremely rare items you find while you're out mining, or your quarry can pick them up if you got a quarry. But they're really rare. Like, I found 2 so far. And when I show you how much stuff I have, you're going to be like, wow, that's rare. And then you just throw some glass around it, and it gives you 8 blocks back. So I found 2 of those, so I made 16 of these. I accidentally broke one. I thought it was going to be like the Tinker's glass, where you could break it, and it comes back to you, but nope, this stuff, when you break it, it's gone. So I need to get a Silk Touch pick pretty soon. One of these keeps players out, and one keeps mobs and players out. And I hope I picked the right one. It might have been ineffable glass, but I can't remember. I replaced some chests. I ended up with a ton of chests right here, and it got old, like really old. So I was watching False Symmetry last night build a mob farm, and she had these she had medium storage crates, but I just made a small one because I was a little bit low on wood at the time. But good lord, look how much this thing holds. This is like a diamond chest from Iron Chests. It holds a ton of stuff. You can see in here I made some armor. I made full obsidian armor, and I put it on, and it didn't do much. It only filled up like 3/4 of my armor bar. So I let it be. But I got all this other stuff going on. I've got the cork version of basalt. I've got some raw ore in here that I haven't processed yet, because I'm trying to work my way up to doubling stuff now. Now check this out. Now you saw this in the last episode. Not too bad. I want you to see how much I've gotten. 1,900 of these guys. What is that in basalt? 400 coal. 200 hardened stone, 444 marble. You ready for this one? 480. Oh, that's not the one I meant to go to. There we go. 3,027 cobblestone. I mean, the numbers are just ridiculous with how much stuff I'm getting. And I hate to admit it, but it's because I found a little quirk in the. Well, actually, one of the other players found a little quirk in the pack. So I'll show you that in a minute, because it is pretty neat and it's very helpful. But first, let's go look at this thing I built. Now, this is really neat, and there's not much information about this online, so this took me a while. This probably took me 2 hours to build yesterday, just getting all the pieces together. So we're going to go on top of my mountain. Oh, come on top of the mountain. Excuse me. And we built the Tier 1 Environmental Tech Solar Array. That's right, guys. Oop. I've got a little bit of lag this morning. I've got a few players on the server. But it's 9 solar panels with, I think it's 16 Tier 1 structures. And I could have made these out of the alabaster, out of the black basalt, or the dark gray hardened stone. But I figured this is going to be on top of my mountain. And it snows up here. I mean, you see there's snow all around, so the white fit in the best. 4 of these modifier cores, and I can change those out for other modifiers. Let's look at those really quick. Tech core. Nope. Modifier. Here we go. Sorry about that. I was trying to cover the mic up and it made more noise than I thought it would. Now, this is just a regular modifier core. It doesn't do anything, it just sits there. But you can change it out for these other modifier cores in here. There's a speed modifier. It doesn't work on generators. On this, it wouldn't do anything, but if I built the quarries, it would make those go faster. There's the piezo modifier, and the piezo is the one I'm looking at because the solar array only works during the day. So if nobody sleeps at night, it's not going to do anything. All night long, it's just going to sit there and look pretty. But if it's raining and it's cloudy, it ain't going to do nothing. It's going to sit there and look pretty once again. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm not really in the business of making things that just look pretty. I want it to do something while we're at it. Oops, somebody just found uranium. So what those piezo modifiers do is when it rains, let's go back and look at the tooltip again. Apparently the rain vibrates. I didn't know that. I thought rain was just wet and hit you in the face when you didn't want it to. But I can put 4 of these down, and when it's raining, it will still generate some power. Not too shabby. Then there's accuracy. That's on void miners. There's flight. That's right. There's a beacon. Actually, there's a whole series of beacons that you can build, kind of like vanilla beacons, except they're called nanobot beacons. And with the nanobot beacons, you set them up somewhere. Doesn't matter where they are. Just put them wherever you got room for them. And then, say I installed the flight beacon on it, the flight modifier, I would have creative mode flight, just like an angel ring, anywhere in this game. I could be in the overworld, I could be in the nether, I could be in the deep dark, I could be anywhere in this game and have creative mode flight, as long as that chunk was chunk loaded. How cool is that? This environmental tech mod is pretty good. I sat down and read the tablet for it yesterday. It's the little black tablet. I don't have it on me. I'll show it to you in just a minute. There's night vision. You can put that in the beacon. There's haste. That goes in the beacon. Strength. Regeneration. Saturation. Resistance. There's a jump boost. And fire resistance. You can put all those in the beacons. Just like the solar arrays and everything else, there's 4 tiers of it. So the higher the tier, let's look at the tier blocks real quick. Here we go. Okay, there's 4 tiers. Let's see, there's basalt structure. These are cheap. Well, not cheap, but kind of cheap. It's just you need the basalt, which is everywhere once you get down below about, I think it's Y20 or 30. 2 pieces of gold and 2 pieces of redstone makes 1. Alabaster, whoop, wrong one. Alabaster's the same way. Hardened stone's the same way. Tier 2, you need 2 diamonds. So that's getting a little more expensive, but it's also going to produce a lot more stuff. Tier 3, you need an ender pearl and glowstone. Glowstone's cheap. It's all over the place in the nether. Ender pearls, well, we've got some OP players on the server, and they killed 4 ender dragons yesterday. I don't even know how they got there, to be honest with you. I haven't seen the ender portal yet. But the server's going bonkers with people killing an ender dragon. They also took out a couple of withers, so we've got some really OP people on here. I saw one of the bases, and I'm going to get that person's permission later. And there may be an episode in a day or two to where I'll show you their base, because after 19 hours on the server, they already had an in-game base going on. It was just purely amazing. But then you have a tier 4 one, which is a nether star, glowstone, and redstone. And of course the tier 3 to go with it. And all 3 types are the same way. You just get to pick the color you like the best. Solar panel controller, this is, let's see, that's the thing in the center here. You put that down and then you build around it. So the one I made was 4 blocks of lapis, 4 blocks of gold, and a solar cell. Solar cells are just these guys right here. Clear glass, you need enriched sand, which is 1 piece of sand, red or yellow, doesn't matter, and 1 piece of nether quartz. Cook it however you want to cook it, doesn't matter, whatever you want to cook it with. Turns into that, you need 3 of those. You need a photovoltaic cell. Easy for me to say when I don't even speak English half the time, right? Which is 4 pieces of lapis and some nether quartz. Then you need an iron ingot and some of that, and you get those. You need 10 of those to build one of these. Now the book says you need 9 because you need 9 up there, but you need 1 to go inside of that guy right there. And then it just gets bigger after that. This one takes 2 of those things, another one of those, more of those, and a whole bunch of diamonds. And you get all the way up to tier 3, which is these guys, stabilized ender pearls, which is a block of iron surrounded by ender pearls. Then you need level 4, which you don't even want to know how much energy that puts out. But it does all kinds of stuff. You can do with lightning rods. The tier 1 lightning rod, Every time it's hit, you get, I think it's 500,000 RF. So that's pretty good. But this basic one here does what I needed to do for now. This produces 720 RF per tick. These are the MV, medium voltage capacitors from Immersive Engineering. I made those because they were cheap and easy. I much prefer the Ender IO ones, just for the fact that I can put stuff in the Ender IOs to charge. These, I don't know if you can hear me clicking there, but there's no interface. So those nifty wands I can't stick them in here and charge them up. Kind of a pain, but we'll get around to it. I had the materials laying around, and these are cheap and easy to use. Goodness, we're lagging a little bit, aren't we? Okay, so we got that going on. I grew some more of those tall trees. That's 4 spruce saplings in a 2x2 pattern. And you see how I've got the snow cleared around it? Those chunks are chunk loaded. I let them sit there for 24 full hours and they never grew. And I went back and checked the vanilla Minecraft wiki, and there's got to be a little bit of space around them. So I cleared the snow out, and bam, they were up in less than 5 minutes. Wish I'd have known that before I wasted an entire stack of bone meal trying to grow the stupid things, but such is life. This is going to be a custom tree. I cut down a bunch of leaves. You can see the trees over there. They were fully foliaged until I took some shears to them, and I went through 2 pairs of shears getting all the leaves. So I've got like 3 or 4 stacks of leaves, so I can build a custom tree here to go up in the middle of our tower as we start building it. And I got so much of the black basalt because I believe we're going to make the tower black as it goes up, because that would look really cool against all this white snow. Maybe even alternate it, stripe it. I don't know. I'm not the best designer, so we'll play around with that as we go and see how it looks. Let's see here. So what's on my list for today? My list for today was we need some machines. I know I said I was going to do Britannia, I believe, but we need some machines because I want to charge some stuff. So let's see if I've got enough stuff. Oh, let me show you this too while we're at it. 600 plus nether quartz. It took 2 drawers to hold them all because I didn't have an upgrade handy. We've got a bunch of redstone. Look at the diamonds. 61 diamonds. Over here, no, are they in here? 33 emeralds, look at that. Whew. Got a bunch of this. But let me show you that nifty little trick I was telling you about first. You may know this if you played with the Tinker's add-ons that make them level up, because I think it did this in 1.7 as well. Now, you remember I showed you yesterday. Oh, there we go. Got some lag going on. 1.10 is notorious for lag. I don't know what happened. I really don't. But I've even seen the Hermit Crafters, seen Direwolf, seen a bunch of them to where, for whatever reason, the world's just lag when it gets into a server. Here's my nether portal, by the way. You go in here and you come out like 5,000 blocks away because nether portals don't line up anymore. Don't know why. But mine lined up with somebody else, or linked up there. That's the word I'm looking for, linked up with another player's nether portal, so it comes out way far away. Not the best thing in the world. Now, you can tell I did just a little bit of mining in here, off camera. How do I get back up there? I love these slime boots, because I can just jump. That was nickel, iron. Don't really need it at the moment. Oh yeah, and I've been upgrading and upgrading and upgrading this pick. Check it out. Magnetic 3, Diamond Luck 2, Hastus, which is 2 stacks of redstone, fortified because I put an obsidian sharpening stone on it. So what does it tell you? There we go, mining level cobalt. There's nothing in this game I cannot mine. It's just an iron pick. I mean, how ridiculous is that? Oh, here we go. Let's go in. Let's do this. Okay, now. This game has vein miner in it. I don't know if I mentioned that. I know, I'm sure I did on the mod list. But I've got mine set to hold down sneak. Bam, look at that. Now I got all the iron. So we'll do it for the emeralds. And more emeralds. We're in an extreme hills biome, so emeralds are all over the place. Now, I'm trying to get to the end of this. Where's a good spot? Let's turn this into obsidian while we're at it so I don't fall in the lava. I died again yesterday. I fell in the lava in the nether trying to get away from something. I wasn't paying attention and jumped 100 blocks straight down into the lava. Oh, it was wonderful. Alright, so watch this. Here's the I'm going to call it an exploit. See, there's cobblestone, or smooth stone, I should say. Hold down shift, hit it, bam. It mines out a gigantic area. Now, if you notice, we were at full durability. It took out like half of it. But I want you to see how much cobblestone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 6.5 stacks of cobblestone with basically one swing of the hammer. And it also lets you see the other ores. Not too bad. Let's get some more lapis, because we're going to need that. A little more iron, might as well. Some more of this prosperity stuff. I'm going to get into magical crops. It just seems like, oh, come on. Yeah, we're still trying to figure this lag thing out. It's not the fault of the pack. It's a 1.10 thing. Let's see here. Redstone. Now, one cool thing is, this actually turns the nether into an XP farm. When I died, I had 40 levels of XP. I mined in the nether for like 30 minutes until my pick ran out. And you see I'm already back to 24, right? I mean, this works on everything. If you want some obsidian, a couple extra swings because, you know, it's obsidian. And bam. 16 obsidian just like that. One hit. Can't be stopped. We're awesome. Now, I know that's cheaty. I know it is. This was also in the 1.7 version of Unstoppable, which has been on the Curse server for a while. So I do encourage you, if you want to play this before we release 1.10, go try out the 1.7. I played it for a while, and it was a really fun pack. Hey, what's down there? We'll go check that out later. Oh, dang, I got one torch. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to warp around a little bit. Oh, that's not the command anymore. /FTB warp. Go back to the top. I love having all these warps. I know that's a little bit cheaty too, but I just love it. Oh yeah, double click on that with the right mouse button. We'll insert whatever's in your inventory just in case you didn't know. Stick those in there, stick those in there. 10. Is that all the osmium I had? I thought I had more than that. Is that osmium? Ah, that's osmium. Okay, we'll put them in there instead. And that's iron. Why is my iron over here? Yeah, I'm getting ready to build a refined storage system. If y'all don't know, refined storage is AE2 Applied Energistics 2 for 1.10. Now, just in the last couple of weeks before this recording, AE2 was directly ported up. And it's identical to the way it was in 1.7. I'm not a big fan of AE2. It's an amazing system. I love that part of it. I mean, it's purely amazing. It does all the stuff you want it to do. But it just makes it overly complicated. Refined storage gets rid of that whole channels thing. Let's look at it in here real quick. Refined. Like, you don't worry about channels. All you need is a controller. There's a creative one. We're not using that. We're not playing creative. And a grid. Or a crafting grid, or a pattern grid, or a fluid grid. Whatever. You just need a grid. And you can make stuff. But we're going to start off by making the solderer. Oh, wait a minute. Did I get slime? I thought I had it all this time, guys. You know what? I bet there's slime back over here at the base. Let's go take a look. If not, then I will go raid a slime island because there's plenty of them. I don't have flight yet. This is only episode 3. I don't have flight yet. I'm not that OP like the other guys on the server. But I will take some sand or something and pillar up and get it if I don't have any slime right now. But I thought we got some slime the other day. Let's see. Yeah, see, this is why I won't refine storage, because I don't want to have to go through all this every time I want something. Can't see any slime in there. Alright guys, we're going to pause recording. I'm going to go find a slime island to pillar up, and I will be right back. And we're back. Okay, I did a couple more things than I said I was going to do. Went up to a slime island, got a whole bunch of slime balls, and then I took all that iron ore that we had. I figured, you know, what's the point in having ore? Another player on the server's got a pretty decently sized smeltery, so I went over there and I smeltered up the ore in multiples of 9 so I could just dump blocks of it out. And look at that, 18 blocks of iron. That's a lot of iron there, guys. So, okay, here's what we're making. First thing first, we have to make a solderer. To make a solderer, we need quartz enriched iron, which is really simple. We can either do the magical crops way or mystical agriculture as it's called here, which we haven't gotten into yet. That's down the road. Or we just do it the easy way. 1 piece another, 3 pieces of iron gives us 4 pieces of quartz enriched iron. That's why I went and smelted all that up because I knew we were going to need it. Okay, so let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes it'll count with me. Do that around like that. Bam, now we got 20 pieces of this. Alrighty then, now we need a sticky piston, so let's just turn all this into wood. And we're going to do this the lazy man's way. By doing this and doing this. Oop, I forget to get cobble and redstone. I guess that would be kind of important if I want to make pistons, huh? Okay, now we only need 1 solderer, so we're not going to make a ton of them. We're just going to do like this, this. Why did they just... Oh, because I need to break one of those. Get that out of there. You know what? What is it? How do you do this again? You do that one. You do this one. This one. And that one. Haha. I still remember how to make things. Who knew? 2 sticky pistons. You go there. You go there. Where's that quartz iron at? Oh, don't tell me it took. Really? We didn't use it. Oh, okay, it put it over in the chest. Man, I'm losing my mind. Okay, so there's the quartz iron we made a while ago. Let's put that back over here so we don't lose it. Now we have a solderer. Now, I'm going to make some cable. Yeah, I'm going to make some cable real quick. No, you know what? We don't even need the cable. We just need power. And we got all that power upstairs. So we're going to make a little computer room to put all the stuff in. So we need that. We need one of these guys. We need one of these, which is all that around. Let's make one of those. We need these things. Clay through a sag mill. Alright, I'm going to have to build more machines than I thought I was going to. Nope, sand comes out of there, 100%. Still need a sag mill. Okay, how do you make a sag mill? We need iron, another piston, one of these guys. Oh, I've got plenty of iron, that's for sure. Just break it on down, why don't we? Yeah, I think that's enough iron. What do you think? Okay, we need flint. I had flint. Let's see if I still have flint. I only needed 3. Yeah, 3. This guy here. Let's make some iron bars. Nope, that's a door. I guess we'll go the other way to make the bars, huh? Okay, we got the bars. We need the piston. There's a piston. Got that. Now we need this. We need one of these, which is copper, gold nuggets, and redstone. So we need... Hey, look at that. We got gold nuggets already. This game has nether ores in it. So in addition to the tinker's ores, cobalt and ardite, you have gold ores down there, but the gold breaks down into nuggets. It doesn't break down into ingots or anything else. So you collect a ton of nuggets, which is why I said a while ago that the nether's an XP farm. Because between nether quartz, gold, there's diamond and emerald ore down there. And it's just laying all over the place. It's not like it is in the overworld where you gotta go hunt for it. You literally just go down there with a pick or a hammer and just go at it, have fun. I mean, that's how you get levels so fast down there. You don't even need to kill stuff. It is purely amazing to me. Okay, one of those. One of those. Yay. And now one of those. Yay. Okay. We've got sand. Sand turns into silicone according to this. Nope, not that. what was this called? Storage controller. Yeah, silicone, or we could, you know what? Let's just do that. We got plenty of that. We'll smelt this. This is not the fastest thing in the world, but we saw a while ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That'll get us started, and then we'll get some more machinery going. We'll get the alloy smelter also, which, how hard is that to get? Alloy smelter. Since we're already doing this, we might as well, right? We need 3 of those, 1 of those. Okay. I wanted some Ender IO machines anyway. 1, 2, 3. Knock those back down there. Need another one of these. Should have just made them in the first place. Make you. And make you. Hey, hey. Look at that, guys. We got something going on now. Look at all this. Episode 3, progress is being made. Okay, we got those. It'll smelt up some more of those. We want the solderer. Not to be confused with the soldering iron from forestry. This has solderer. 2 ERs in the end. Oh no, we already got that. We're going after the controller, aren't we? Refined controller. Okay, okay, I see. We got everything but the diamond. So let's do this, do this, do this, and shabam. Okay, now this one I don't know the name of, so I just got to look at it in here. Disk manipulator, no. Let's type in disk. Disk drive, there we go. Okay, this has to be made in the solderer. Alrighty then. I wonder if I should. Alright, this is just going to be a pain in the neck for a minute until we got all our stuff put in the system. So we'll just have to deal with that. Let's go up here. Zoom in that map a little bit so we can make sure there's nothing up here, because yesterday when I built this, I was going to record the episode while building it. I wanted to put it together just to make sure I know how to do it. And then turned around to look at it, and I heard the psh, turned around, and this entire mountain exploded right here. That's why it looks like that. This was all flat ground. A creeper exploded. It took out like half of this. Luckily, all the solar cells were saved. I just lost these 4 corner structure block tier 1s, which did not make me very happy at all. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot a way to get power out of this. Okay, let's go get that hammer real quick. One of the great things about this, remember how Applied Energistics had its own power system and you had to hook up the power converter block? I can't remember what it's called now. This one, not so much. Whoever made this mod, and I apologize if you happen to ever see this and I don't know your name, but I love the way you made the mod. You made it so uncomplicated. You can just plug it in. There are no wires. Everything, if it touches another block that's touching the controller, like I could string together 30 blocks all in a straight line, and it would just create one cohesive network. How awesome is that? Okay, here's why we got this. When you're using these guys, see right now this is blank, that's got blue on the top, but the rest are blank on the top. Blue means input. So if you hit it once, right click it with a hammer, changes to blue, click it again, changes to orange, click it again, changes to nothing. Nothing means nothing comes out. We don't want that. We want something to come out. So orange means output. So here's how you know you got it right. Stick this guy right there, and it lights up. Oh, hallelujah. How awesome is that? Okay, now we take this guy, we stick this guy right there, and now it's got power. Okay, so to make the disk drive, we need a chest, another machine casing, and one of these. Okay, to make that, we put a piece of silicon in here. Do we have silicon? Yes, we do. Stick it in there. It thinks about it for a second. Blah, 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 blah. Bam. Now we got a printed silicon. I already know how to make that one. Now we need that, a piece of redstone, and one of these printed advanced processors, which is nothing but a diamond that runs to the solderer. So I'm going to pause for a second because we're already going to run over about a few minutes in this episode. So let me pause it, and I'll be right back. Plenty of that. Plenty of that. Cook some more of those. Alright guys, took me a few minutes, got all the stuff together. We made the advanced processor, which is really simple. You just process a diamond into a printed advanced processor, stick a piece of redstone in that printed silicon that turns into this guy, put those three in, and come on, 98, 100, woo! We got a disk drive. Then you put the disk drive right there. See how there's no cables to connect them, and everything just works. Now right now there's no disk in here, so next step is to get a disk. This means we need to make one of these. That's the storage part. So silicon, glass, and some more of that quartz. Did I bring any? Really? Alright, let me go get some glass. I'll be right back. Okay, now we got the glass. It's going to make one of the... How many of these can I make? Oh, I don't have enough silicon to make more. Okay, one of those. Now we need, that is the storage part. Now we need to put that inside of a disk. Bam! Now we've got a 1K storage disk. Now this is a very literal 1K. That means it will hold 1,000 items. Not 1,000 stacks, not 1,000 of 1,000 different items, but 1,000 items total. So that one disk won't even hold all of my basalt. That disk, it'll take 3.5 disks to hold my cobblestone. So there's other solutions for that. There are quantum storage units. If you remember the old deep storage units from 1.7, this is the upgraded version. The limit on this is so high you'll never hit it. Not unless you have like a max speed cobblestone generator, 10 of those in a line with torcherinos on every single one of them running at like 1600%, then you might hit the limit on this. But it does come in the storage unit for items and the tank for fluids. So you can store a ton of stuff. You can stick it in the lava and pump all the lava out of the nether. I'm sorry, stick it in the nether and pump all the lava out of the nether, and you're good to go. Quantum disk. Oh, that's for another mod. Okay, that's not the same thing as the disk we're playing with. So there is some pretty cool stuff there. But now that you've seen the basics on how to make a refined storage system, I'm going to go through, I'm going to make some more disk. If you look, they do come in bigger sizes. Just like in Applied Energistics, there is the 4K. You know what, let's look at this the right way. Part, okay. There's the 1K, which you just saw us make. The 4K takes 3 1Ks, puts them together, bam, you get the 4K. Guess how the 16K is made? That's right, you take 3 of the 4Ks, which are in themselves 3 each of the 1Ks, that's 9 1Ks. So 9,000 storage parts to get 16,000. That's a pretty good trade-off. The improved processor is just a piece of gold, a piece of redstone, and a piece of sand. I mean, dude, how cheap is that? You don't have to worry about growing itty-bitty seeds and all that garbage like you did before. 64K is just this right here, which is 999. That's 27. Those are diamonds. Okay, that's fluid. We don't care about the fluid as of yet. Yeah, we don't care about the fluid, so. But 64K, that's not too shabby. But I have run seriously over. I try to give myself 30 minutes. We're sitting at 36 minutes right now. So guys, I appreciate you watching. As of either early this morning or late last night, I'm not sure when, but we hit 21 subscribers. Considering I've been uploading videos for all of a week, I am just shocked. I don't know how y'all are finding me, where it's coming from, but I really appreciate everybody coming out to watch. I appreciate all the views, all the hours you're spending watching the videos already. Please like the video if you liked it. Leave some comments down there. Subscribe to the channel. I'd like to see, honestly, I'd like to see how fast we can get to 100 subscribers. And which video generates the most subscribers? Are y'all liking the Direwolf series? Are you liking the Unstoppable series or the Vanilla series? Or do you like all three of them? Did you know we had 3 series going right now? Leave me some comments. Let me know what you think about things. And if you liked it enough, share this on Facebook. Share this on Twitter. You know, wherever you share things with your friends, share this out. And then you too can make a pro-style mineshaft just like I did. But guys, that's it for today. Thank you again so much for watching, and y'all have an awesome afternoon.